Hey you guys, so we're gonna get into doing a silk press and we're gonna jump straight in. I already have my deep conditioner in. I'm using the Crisapello Dominican deep treatment for my silk press blowout. So that's what's in my hair now. It's been a little bit over 30 minutes. And now after I'm gonna shower, rinse this out, and I'm gonna go in with the Tresemme Rich and Moisture shampoo and along with my Tresemme Rich and Moisture conditioner. Yeah, and then after shampoo and condition, I'm going to blow dry my hair. This time I'm going to use a different kind of method. Usually I just go in strictly with my Revlon blowout brush, which helps so much. Thank you, Lord, for this tool here. It does help speed the blow drying process up, but I think this time I'm gonna go in with my roots because obviously it's such a big wand. You can't really get into the root as much. So I'm gonna go in with my regular blow dryer and actually use my attachment and kind of get in those roots and then follow up with this. And before blow drying, I'm gonna go in with the Kenra Platinum blow drying hairspray, heat protected. And then I'm also going to be using my favorite Chi Silk Infusion. I love this stuff so much, and my mom actually let me use this. So thank you so much, Mom. And yeah, and then I'm gonna do a really good wrap. I feel like a lot of people, with me like doing silk presses so often, they always ask me like, how do I wrap it? And I'm not gonna lie, I've been slacking, but I just invested in one of these, so I feel like these are very beneficial when it comes to after you do a good silk press and wrapping your hair. So yes, and I have a technique to that because you do use pins, but you take them out. But there's a certain kind of pin that you're gonna want to use, like hairpins you use. And I actually have them right here. I feel like everyone has these, but they're the really long pointy pins. But yes, and you're gonna want to use a rat tooth comb. I use my wet brush, make sure I'm really shampooing and conditioning all through my hair evenly. So yeah, I'm getting ready to do that. I'm not setting up the camera today in the shower or in the sink or whatever. I am going to shampoo and condition. I already showed you guys all my products I'm using, so we're gonna get into the video. But yes, this is my hair freshly washed. Obviously I washed out the deep conditioner that I had in earlier. I did my shampoo and conditioner. And yes, time to get started. So here is the rat tooth comb, the famous metal end. So I just used that to go in part. And I don't believe I got to show you guys, but I like to go by parting my hair in fours. I just feel like that works better for me. And I feel like I'm able to kind of really make sure that the hair is evenly blow dried down to the trimming the ends and flat ironing. So yes, you guys, I have a thing with like wet hair dripping on me. So yeah, that's why I am making a little bit of these crazy faces. But yes, I like to split first through the middle and kind of make sure I can see what I'm working with. That is not the best part. I need to invest in one of those mirrors, but that is the blow dry spray that I like to use. It has a little bit of heat protectant and it does help with shine and just helping out that blow drying process. My ends are typically always dry, so I like to rub through those ends and then rub through the hair and just make sure it's being evenly distributed through my hair. But yes, I love doing this. Makes me so happy. But now we are getting ready to start working with this tool. I need to put down in the description box what kind of brush this is, but it's more on the prickly side, and I just like to use that because I feel like using this really helps reach the roots. And as you can see, I kind of went already all over and did that, and then I went in with my Revlon blow drying brush that I showed earlier. But yes, that is the flat iron that I'm using. I usually do about 2 passes, especially if I'm able to get a really good blow drying process done. I know I didn't go too in depth on the whole head. This video would be super long, but if you guys want another video on how I like flat iron my hair, you guys just let me know and comment down below. But this was just a quick idea of what hair products that I use, how I get that shine, and how I go about trimming these ends. So yes, usually, like I said, I like to trim as I go, but this is just me kind of dusting off what I feel like needs to come off. And I feel like when it's time to wrap your hair, as you guys will see later on in the video, you're gonna love that you trimmed your ends. So yes, I'm just getting an idea. Now we're gonna go in with the Chi Silk Infusion, my favorite part. And you want to do a dime size. I feel like it comes out really fast, so you just want to be careful. But yes, I even had to pat down my pajamas. Like, I was not about to put all that oil in my hair. But yes, start at the ends, and then I like to get my flyaways that usually are at the top of my hair from all the silk. Not the silk, but the slick backs that I do. But yes, this is the finished product. You guys, I'm so excited. I know this video wasn't super long, but the idea of this video was really just showing you guys the products that I used and how I go about the blow drying process. Your girl is finally done. I'm getting ready to wrap my hair now because we don't want to waste this, and I want to show you guys how I wrap my hair using this and like how I go about it. But like I said in the beginning of the video, you want to make sure you have some of these, and honestly I feel like I use quite a few. I use about maybe 8, so that's what I'm working with. So again, you want to take this kind of comb. However you end up wanting to wear your hair, whatever side the part is, I always start on the right side because I'm right-handed, and I don't know, I feel like I have more control. I've already added my Chi, which I showed earlier, just a dime size. I feel like oil will weigh down your hair, especially when you do a silk press and your hair is naturally curly. So for me, oil tends to weigh it down and not have like the, it won't have that body flowy movement to it. So comb, I'm gonna start on this side. I already added my oil, and then you just want to tuck. So just keep combing and tuck. And the ear kind of helps too, as far as like a guide. And I usually like to do in front of my ear for the first one. And then hopefully I get a good angle. Hope y'all can see it. This would be useless. So now I'm kind of like starting right here, like kind of almost towards the middle. Right there. Okay. Then you're going to want to keep that like that. And you're going to want to at least hold your hand right here and just press down pretty hard. And that's how I get my third, and I get it right behind my ear. Alright, so now that you guys can kind of get a visual, now we're working on this side. So all that hair right here, this is where it can get kind of confusing because you're going to want to keep this hair down because you're going to eventually flip it onto this side. But these ends from this part, you're going to want to go over. It's better when you just watch, I guess, too. But yeah, this is what works for me. So now we just kind of swoosh this way. And now it's going to get kind of messy looking because I didn't add too much oil, but again, wrong way. This is how I go about it. But yeah, trying to collect those ends was probably the hardest part. And then just around again. And like I said, collecting those ends, if you want to go over it with some oil sheen, which I have, that's always nice. I always feel like the second day you'll get used to it. So you saw how I unclipped the original one. Well, Anna was right, it was exactly 8, I think. So go over it and tuck. Now you're going to start unclipping what you already have in. So now you're going to unclip what we already put earlier and tuck. Cut my nose. Alright. And that's how I wrap my hair. And like I said, you can go in with a little bit of oil sheen. I usually use the olive oil ORS coconut. That's what I like to use. And sometimes I just like to spray my hand. I don't like spraying all over because again, oil will stiff my hair. And I just like to go and press down. Now you can apply a little head wrap. And there you have it. I know I look crazy with this, but you already know. If you know, you know. You know the routine when this is on. It ain't coming down. But yes, I well, now using this because I really don't use this, but I believe it's better because now you can go through the holes and slip out the clips. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was fairly short, but let me know if you guys have any suggestions or anything else you want to see as far as like me doing my natural hair, and especially with the silk press season coming up, I'm really excited about that. But I'm gonna undo all the clips and keep this on. But hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I look like I'm finna serve some kids at a cafeteria. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and catch you in the next one.